we say that the valid values of the confirm type attributes are send, search, next, go, and down. Send, it means that the send button is displayed in the lower right corner. Yeah, you see it's the difference about this one. If we send the confirm tab, here we have the send button. If we the search confirm tab, here we have the search button, which is displayed here, lower in the lower right corner. Next, we have the next button, which is displayed here. Go is the go button, which is displayed in the lower right corner. And down is the down button is displayed in the lower right corner. Yeah, we have these, and these can be realized easily. We will not try it here, as we have a simple application of small program from form component input. Here, this application, you see here, we have 5 inputs. Yeah, we have 5 inputs here. First of all, first is a password. First is a password, and second, we ask, yeah, second tab is to see the maximum, the maximum size of the string. And the third one is to disable the input. The fourth one is to customize the style of placeholder. The fifth one is to set an event handling. Yeah, these are 5 inputs, 5 input tabs. We'll practice them here. Now we'll try the first one. Yeah, I see. Sorry, my screen. Yeah, you see here. We'll just give these for these 5 different types of inputs. We'll first add a title. Sorry. Yeah, we give our name. We give our name for this one is input application. Oh, sorry. Input application. And then we set it as an example. We'll do, yeah. We set another title. Yeah, as we say, first one is a password input. We'll close. Yeah, there is this title. And then we do this, we put this input. Input, we have the type of it is a password, and we have a placeholder. We give a name, please enter password. Please enter password. Here is the input, the first type of input. And then we have our second one. A second type. A second type. A second type is the maximum. Second type is maximum length 10 characters. 10 characters. Yeah, here is the title, and then we do the input. Input, we set the type is text. Then we give a max length. We say 10. We have the placeholder. Here, 10 characters. Here, 10 characters max. Yeah. Here, 10 characters maximum. Yeah, you see here is the second tab. And then we go. So the example is disabled input. Disabled input. Yeah, and then here text we don't need to put these type and maximum length here. Instead, we put just a disabled. Disabled. And placeholder we set here is disabled. Here is displayed. It's disabled. Yeah, here is disabled for this one. Here is the third one. And the fourth one, the fourth tab. The fourth tab is the customized placeholder style. Customized input style. Yeah. Here in this part, we put we set the placeholder style. How to set placeholder style? We get here input, and then we make in this part we replace them by placeholder. Oh no, not placeholder, but placeholder style. Placeholder style. We set them as we set the color. For example, normally it's gray, and we set it as red. Then we have the font weight. We set as a bold. We have the placeholder. We set customized style. For example, here we set customized style. Yeah, okay. Here is this one. And then we have yeah, the fifth tab. The fifth tab, we get the title, we set it as event handling or event listening. In this part, we use the binding input we set that input. Yeah, and later you see when we set something like this, we need to define these in JS file. We have binding input and input. Programming language. And then in JS file, are and we what we want to do here is to focus log. Focus lost. Yeah, then we add the input. Get input in this function. Similarly, we have our formal pattern. We wanted to and input content we also get the detail of this event. Yeah, okay. It's not. Yeah, you see in this part, we have 5 digits password type here. Input hidden. This type, we have set the maximum length. So if we type, we can get nothing typed here. As if this input is disabled. Here is the third type and the fourth type. Yeah, what's the difference? If you see here, by default, place we have set it at red, and it is changed here. Yeah, you see the placeholder is and then the fifth one, event handling. If we set something here. Have you seen? Here we can have, oh sorry. Here normally you should console usually. Console message. Okay, normally it should print out something here. I have said something wrong here. Normally yeah, you see here, we should print out this message in the console. Current value is, it should be shown here. Yeah. It should be. I have set these to event. I have this one. Put get input, find block
Laoshi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It
Yes.
seems like your connection is in and out. I'm not sure if it seems like it's on your side. So we're hearing you in bits and pieces.
You cannot hear me?
Okay, now you're
Sorry,
fine,
Kaya, could
Laoshi.
you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you
Okay,
properly.
thank you. Thank you. And you see that here, for the fifth step, normally we should, yeah, normally we should print out, yeah, we should print out this information or this message here. But for the moment, it is not, yeah, it is not shown here. Could you find the error?
So Laoshi, I've run the code on my side and it's the same result. So I don't know where the issue is. I mean, it doesn't output any data as well on my console.
With yours, it doesn't work neither.
Yes, Laoshi.
Normally it should work. I have tried it. I have tried it in another project and it worked.
Laoshi, can I see the error again? WXML runtime warning. Scroll down this error.
No, there's no error here. There's no error. Just normally we here fifth one we have set, yeah, you see in this file we have set two functions, get input and get blur. Yeah, you see here we have bind the input with these two functions, and in JS file I have set these two functions, get blur and get input. With these two functions, I have asked you to print out this information in the console, but they are not printed. That's the problem. It's strange, and there's no problem here. Okay, here we have runtime warning.
Yes, Laoshi, this is what I was talking about.
I wonder if the problem comes with my, but Kaya has the same problem. So it's strange.
I don't even have a runtime warning on my side. It just doesn't do anything.
So it means it's not.
It means there is a logical error.
Perhaps it's the code. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Roy.
It means there is a logical error in the code.
Pardon, Roy?
I said that means that there is a logical error in the code.
There's a logical error. Yeah. Oh, I agree with you. Normally, it should be a logical error, else it will have a compilation warning. But I have seen nothing here. Yeah, you see, we have set this input. We bind it. We bind it with the input. These two. We have these two events. We have asked with these two functions, bind input and bind blur. Oh, what will be? What will as this is the? Oh yeah, I thought it was. I think It's this problem because here we have this property, these attributes as the I will check it. Yeah, just this one. Here you will. Yeah. You see here, I have found it. It's here. Bind input and bind floor. They are attributes of input. I have set it as yeah. I have made a mistake when we write them. Yeah, you see it. Now it is they are triggered this event. These events get input triggered and get here get input triggered and also get blur triggered. Have you seen them?
Wait, Laoshi, what's the difference?
Could you hear me?
Because I have bind
here,
inputs and blind
bind inputs and bind. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they are attributes or they are properties of input, and they are written like this. We cannot change their writings.
Okay. Okay.
You get what I mean? And it works
Yes,
with yours or not?
I'm testing it right now.
Yeah, here is about this. Here is about this this example. You see, we have realized that this small application. We have
it works.
It exactly these five types of input. It's okay.
Yes, Laoshi, it works. It's okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And now we'll continue with our next section, which is about the label. Label, the label type is we use the the control attributes of these components are shown in the table. Here we have an attribute for to take the ID of the bound control. Yeah, Roy?
Your audio is very choppy. Do you, I think there is a problem with your internet.
You cannot hear me clearly?
Yes, Laoshi, it's coming and going like this.
I'll try to change my position. See if it is better here. Is it okay here? Is it better?
Yeah, now I think it's better.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
It's better now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You see, yeah, here. We say that we have one attribute for this label component is to bound control, get the ID of the bound control. And currently, the controls that can be bound are button, checkbox, radio, switch. Yeah, okay, it is hidden here. It is hidden here. Yeah, okay. Switch. Here we have a little example. Take the checkbox as an example. The for attribute code using the label tag is as shown here. if you want, you can try. Yeah, you can try this. You can try this example. Do you want to get 2 minutes to try this one, or I'll show it directly?
I think you can show it directly, Laoshi, because it's similar to the checkbox example.
Yeah, exactly. It is similar. Yeah, you see here we have the starting and ending clause checkbox group, and then for this one we have the we get checkbox ID apple. I get it label. And here this part, this can also be changed by putting the checkbox component directly in label. And you see here, label is putting out of checkbox. We can also put checkbox in the label, just like this. Yeah, so you see we have 2 ways to write this code. And here we have a simple application. A simple application for this checkbox. Output. Yeah, firstly, I'll give you the. Oh, I put it to yours. I'll put it here. Yeah, checkbox group. I'll put it direct, simply here. Checkbox ID we get as apple, and then we set the value. We set it as okay, apple value, and then we put the text. We put it as checked. Here is the checkbox, and then we set the label for. Apple, and then we set here apple. Yeah. You see here, we say that this effect is exactly the same. Yeah, you see it's here. And this one is exactly the same as this effect. We can copy it. And we put label. We put the checkbox in label. And in checkbox, we the same thing. We put the value. We set as an apple V, and we get. Oh, I'm sorry. Just apple, and we can also. Here we put checked. Here we set checked. We put it here as by default it is checked. Oh, sorry. By default it is checked, and then here. By default, it is checked, so we put it here. And we put apple here. We say this one, we have the same effect as the previous example. Here we have put checkbox in label, and here they are separated. Yeah, you see, when we compare it, they are exactly the same. By default, it is checked. Here is for this small example, and now we'll realize our small simple application using these things. We have also two ways to realize it. We can use for. Yeah, we can use for, and we can also put them directly in the label. Yeah. We will get the name. As usual, we get the name. We put it is title, and we set it as label application. Yeah, it is. Here is the title, and then we set the class of as it is an example, and we get another line to show the title, the subtitle of it. We get it as the first one. It is use for to bind ID. Yeah, and then how to use for? As we say, we can make the checkbox group outside the checkbox. A checkbox outside the for, outside the label. We set the checkbox. We put ID. As before, we use and value. We set Apple V. And then we consider it is checked. By default, it is checked, so we can set it directly as this, and then we use the label. We set for. As we say, we put the ID here, and then we get Apple V. Here we get this checkbox, and then we can get another two. We get grape, for example. For this grape, you see we change it here directly, and then for lemon, and you see here is for using for to bind property, and then we can use another one is to use the controller directly in label as we see before. So this part, yeah, we can set it directly here. View, we say, as here, it is an example, so we get class demo box, and then we set the title. we use to what is there? It is to put directly in control, directly in label, or put it directly in label. Sorry. Yeah. And then we, as usual, we set checkbox group. And we put label. In label, we put checkbox. We set the value and checked. And we get, oh, sorry. Apple V. Here is for the first one, and for the second one, and the third one, we can copy it directly. Second is grape. And the third one is lemon. Yeah, so here is the two ways to set this checkbox group. Yeah, we compare it, and we get the effect here. Yeah, you see these two. We get these two, oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, you see here, as I have copied them and I forget to delete, checked, and all of them by default are checked. If we delete them, here is for put them in label, and here, if we copy just this one, you see the difference. Yeah, here for the first use for to bind ID, we have two of them which are checked. Yeah, here they are by default checked, and in the second part, just Apple is checked by default. Here is for this application, you see they have just same effect by these two ways. And now we'll continue to see another component, which is a form. Form, it is a form component, and it needs to, it needs to be used in conjunction with other form components. Among them, the form tag can contain several form components and submit buttons for user input or selection. The internal form component values that the form component allows to submit are here. We have the switch, which is a switch selector. We have input, is the input box component. Checkbox with multiple selector. Slider is to slide the selector, and the radio to single in item selector. Picker to scroll selector. Yeah, we have these. We have these component values. And here for form, for this component form, we have three attributes: report, submit, bind submit, and bind reset. For report submit, it is a Boolean attribute, and it is to see if we'll return form ID or not. And form ID, we use it to send template messages. And we have bind submit, this event will be triggered when the form data is submitted. And we have the carry value, event detail, shown here. And for the third attribute, bind reset, it is also an event handle. With this attribute, the reset event is triggered when the form is reset. So you see, pay attention, the components that carry data in the form, like the input box, must have the name attribute value. Otherwise, the submitted content cannot be recognized. Yeah, you see here we have different attributes for this form component. We have you see here we have a simple application for the form component form. Do you want to try it by yourself? Yeah, you see here, here is the initial. It's the initial effect. Is that we set a username and a password input, and we have two buttons, a button for submit and a button a button for submission and a button for reset. Do you want to try it by yourself?
Yes, 老师.
Okay, please, Kaya, thank you. Perhaps we'll give 5 minutes to try it.
Yes, 老师.
Okay, thank you, Kaya. So is it finished, or you want to have 0 minutes more?
Just a few more minutes, 老师.
Is it okay?
Yes, Lashe.
Yes.
Have you faced some problems or you want to we parse this example directly?
Sorry, I had a small error, but I just fixed it. So I think we can move on for me.
Okay, thank you, Kaya. And others, do you have some propositions? If you want to, yeah, if we want, we can pass it directly. Else we can, yeah, pass, it can take several minutes to realize it.
From my side, Laushi, you can pass.
Okay, thank you, Saddam also. So you see here, this example, we have the form component with the, normally we have also two events, bind submit and bind reset. Yeah, to listen to those actions. Yeah, for the input, we have the type password. Yeah, here we have form type. Yeah, it's just here, this one. Okay, so we'll continue to see another component, which is the scroll selector picker. It is a scroll selector component that pops up from the bottom. And currently, we have 5 types of selectors. And they are supported according to the value of the mode attribute. We have these 5 values for the mode attribute. We have the sorry. Yeah, we have these 5 types of selectors. We have the normal selector, multiple column selector, time picker, date picker, province city selector. And if the mode value is omitted, the default effect is the normal selector. Here for the first type, normal selector. When mode is selector, it is a normal selector effect, and the related attributes are shown here. In the table, we have these attributes. Range with the type array object array is default value, and explanation of this attribute. When mode is selector or multi-selector, range is valid. A minimum version for the attribute range key, the type of it is string. When the range is an object array, use range key to specify the value of the key in the object as the selector display content. We have the attribute value, which is a number, and the value of this attribute indicates which number in the range is selected. We have the bind, change this attribute. It is an event handle, and the change event is triggered when the value changes. Yeah, we have the attribute disabled, which is a Boolean attribute, and it is to see whether to disable or not. And we have the attribute bind cancel. It is triggered when we cancel the selection or click the mask layer to collapse the picker. We'll see these different types of pickers in detail. Different normal selector. When mode is selector, it is a normal selector effect, and the related attributes are shown here. Yeah, you see. Yeah, we may just realize it here. Yeah, you see in Weixin ML file, we need to declare this picker. We set the mode as selector, and then we get the range. The range we can put it in an array. Yeah. For example, we set it as our I forgot to put it in codes. Selector item. Here is the array for the range. And then we have, we set our bind change to select selector change, selector change. Yeah, here is for the picker, and we are sure what will show here, what will be shown here, current choice. And then we put an array selector. And then we set, we set these in, we set the selector items, etc. in JS file. In data, we need to put it we have the selector items, as we said before. We put it as apple, a banana, for example, grape. Yeah. And then we, sorry. We set a function, the selector change. The function E. And then sorry. We get the data selector item. We use the index to indicate which one is chosen. Then we set data. We use, sorry, selector. Get the value. Oh, sorry, here we need to put it in our and then here this part is okay. Then we'll see it. Oh, there's a problem. Oh, here I forgot to add virgule here. Yeah, it is compared. We'll see the effect. Oh, it's not shown here. I should put it here. You see current choice, and then we click here. We can choose. And you see we have banana, apple, banana, grape. If we choose grape, we tap OK. Then here it will be shown here. So you see, picker is not very difficult to realize that it is, it is popular. We can see it in many places. And you can see this code in detail. As we see here, in picker, we have set the mode as selector. It means it is a normal selector effect. And the related attributes we have seen, we have the bind change, selector change, and selector items in the Weixin ML code. It is an array of options. We have set it in JS file. And bind change, we have set it as a function that will be triggered when an option is changed. Selector is a variable used to display the content of the option, and the array function and variable name, they are all customized. Yeah, you see, and here we have the corresponding JS code. We have the data, we put select items in data, and we set this function selector change. Yeah, have you seen it? Here, this one is to obtain the index of the choice. And then we get the value of the choice. And we set, yeah, we put here, we put the value of on the WeChat file page. So you see, developers can freely change the content of the array and the number of elements. Here, we have the running effect. Yeah, you see, each time when we click the current choice here, the picker, we can change the value. A second one is the multiple column selector. Here, when the mode is multi-selector, it is a multi-column selector. It is a multi-column selector effect. Here we have some attributes like range key, value, bind change, bind column change, bind cancel disabled. For the range, as we have seen before, usually it is an array. Here it's a two-dimensional array or two-dimensional object array. When mode is selector or multi-selector, range is valid. Two-dimensional array, the length indicates how many columns. Each item of the array indicates the data of each column. And then we have the range key. When the range is a two-dimensional object array, we can use this range key attribute to specify the value of the key in the object as the selector display content. We have the value as an attribute. The value of each item indicates the number of the corresponding items in the range is selected, and the subscript starts from 0. We have the attribute bind change. It is an event handler. The change event is triggered when the value changes. We have bind column change. The column change event is triggered when the value of a column changes. We have bind cancel. It is triggered when deselected. We have the attribute disabled. Yeah, the default value is false. It is to see whether to disable or not, Here we have another small example. In order to customize our simple multi-column selector, yeah, we have the Weixin ML code like this. Yeah, sorry. I have some questions here. Yeah, thank you, Roy. Yeah, exactly. And you can tap it. Yeah, if you tap, you can set some event, bind event to login and the reset button. You set them when you click them, and here it will be shown here. And yeah, here, yeah. Sorry. In this part, we have the multi-selector, multi-column selector. For selector, usually we need to give some data. So we need to code in both Weixin ML file and JS file. This example, picker, we get the mode, multi-selector, and then range of it. Yeah, as we say, it is an array. We cannot see it clearly here. Okay, it is an array, and then we should set an event. We call it bind. Always bind change. And yeah, we set it as a multi-selector change. And then view current choice. Set multi-selector. Yeah, here is for this within ML file, and then we put our data in JS file. In JS file, we have the data. Same thing in data, we put yeah, similarly, we set the multi-selector items. It is a two-dimensional array. Yeah, we can set, for example, how to say, vegetable soup, soap, and then mushroom, soap. It's the first option, first column, and second column we can see it as beef or pork or fish. Okay, it's better that I set them together, not with the same style, not to change, even though both of them work here. After the entry, we have the main course, and then we have the dessert. The dessert, what can be? We can have ice cream. What else? We can have pudding. Yeah. So you see, we have these choice, and then we need to define the function. Sorry. We have set the multi-selector items, and then we set the function. The function multi-selector change. Okay, the function, sorry, we put let array index, get the detail, set selector items. We get the value. We get the value. And we use our for to get those, get each element. Yeah, we use I as index and then, sorry. Oh, lolo. What we will put here, we get the, we get the index of the choice, array index I. And then we set, we get the column I. Okay. First of the column, and then we push. We push the value. It's just like in another, use to stack. Then we set the data. We use the multi-selector value. Like this, we have already set the function. We put, you see, we put the column. Here. At first, we put the column, and then we have the array. The array of the option and the choice, and then we declare an empty array to save the last choice. And then we get the we get the column and the choice of each column. We push, we append a new element. And then we update it in the Weixin ML page. Here is for this example, we can see the effect of it. Hey, there's an error. Am I, still a similar error? Let me put another one. Oh, yeah. Here is the previous example, apple, and then the second one, you see, we have several columns. We have the soup, the soap, the entry, the main course, and the dessert. We can choose them like this, and it is shown here. Have you seen it? The real lines of normal picker and multiple columns picker.
Yes, Lakshmi.
Thank you, Kaya. And any questions still here?
No, Lakshmi.
Shibli not here. Azman not here. Haruzama not here? Shibli, Asma and Kamruzama. Okay, if it, so I have noted the presence. Do you have some questions still here?
Laoshi, can I quickly see the last one that you did, the multi-selector array?
Yeah, you want to
I
see
just
the code?
No, I want to see your outputs because I think my one's slightly different.
The effect of the code you want to get.
The effect.
The effect, yeah, here. Yeah, you see current choice. When you click here, we have 3 columns. Yeah, you see we have 3 columns. You can choose for each column.
Okay, my one's not giving me 3 columns, but I think I know why. I'll try and fix it.
Okay, if you have questions, you can send it send it to me.
Okay, Laoshi. Thank you, Laoshi.
You're welcome. And any other questions? If no other questions, we may stop here. Have a good time and see you next week. Have a good weekend.